Let's talk about the basics first. Sentir is a verb, obviously. I said that many times, but this verb means to feel. It could be something literal, to feel when you're touching something, you're feeling the texture or whatever, something like that. Or it can be like feeling tired or feeling love, feeling peace, feeling anger, and so on. So this verb is very versatile. So that's something really good to know for sure. So let's look at some examples using this verb. Yo siento mucho frío. Yo siento mucho frío. Oh my goodness. This means I feel very cold. So yeah, if you're talking about temperature, you can also use this verb if you feel cold, if you feel, warm, or if you feel fresh. That's something you can say in Spanish, and you can use the verb sentir for that. Let's break this down really quickly. Yo siento. We don't need yo, but you can say it if you want to. You can say siento mucho frío, and that's great. Yo siento means I feel. Okay, so this is a great, little phrase that can help you say more if you're feeling cold, warm, sweaty, and so on. Yeah. So mucho feels very. Okay. Mucho frío. Cold. Okay. So frío means cold. This changes, obviously, this adjective changes. It can be feminine, fría, frío, masculine, plural as well, fríos, frías, okay? Cervezas frías, cold beer, okay? And you're talking about multiple, bottles of beer. Or when talking about temperature, it means cold, frío. You don't need to say, usually when you say frío, you're talking about temperature, right? You're talking about cold, when something is cold. But just keep in mind that this can be feminine, plural, and obviously masculine as well. Mucho, when you're talking about you're feeling cold, you can say mucho, okay? Yo siento mucho frío. I feel very cold, okay? So keep that in mind. Sometimes people use muy as well. Muy means also very, but it depends on what you want to say. In this situation, because you're saying yo siento, you cannot say muy frío. Yo siento muy frío doesn't make sense. And I'm gonna just show you here. Yo siento muy frío doesn't work here, okay? It can be confusing for some people because muy can also mean very, but when saying sentir, you need mucho, okay? Yo siento mucho frío. If you want to change this to I don't know, you're feeling hot, you're feeling warm, then you can say yo siento mucho calor. Okay, calor, I feel very hot. Okay, that is important to remember in Spanish. Calor is a noun. Frío is also, it's an adjective, of course. And sometimes it can be a noun. So in this situation, calor is noun and frío is a noun. Okay, mucho frío, mucho calor. Yo siento mucho frío. Yo siento mucho calor. Okay, so that is very important to remember. It's interesting. Some words can be adjectives and nouns in Spanish. It's crazy. I know. But let's look at the next example. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, the next example is Miguel siente algo especial por María. Miguel siente algo especial por María. This means Miguel feels something special for Maria. Okay, so we're talking about something intangible, something you cannot touch, and that's feelings. Right? So when talking about love, hate, and other things similar to that, feelings in general, then you can use sentir. Okay, you can use sentir. Let's break this down. Miguel, one sec. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened here. Miguel means Miguel. Miguel is Miguel, right? Miguel is just a name, a common name. Sorry. Miguel. Siente means feels, okay? Yo siento, tú sientes, él siente, ella siente. So this is the verb sentir conjugated in present tense for the personal pronoun él. Él, Miguel, él, he. He feels. Miguel siente algo. Algo means something, okay? That's a really good word to remember. Especial, special, for María. Okay? Miguel siente algo especial por María. Miguel feels something special for Maria. Maybe, I don't know, they're dating and Miguel is feeling something for her. So it happens, obviously. And you can use the verb sentir when you're talking about feelings. For example, let me just give you another quick example. You can say, siento amor por mi familia. Okay? Siento amor por mi familia. This means literally I feel love for my family, but it's similar to saying I love my family. It's similar to that, or I feel love for them, for my family. Siento, yo siento, remember that. Yo siento, I feel. Amor is a noun and it means love. For me, my familia, family. Okay, similar to saying I love my family, I feel love for my family. So it's quite interesting. So it goes well. I mean, nouns go well after the verb sentir. Siento amor, siento odio, siento admiración. So you can add a noun after sentir. Okay, so when talking about feelings, when talking about how you're feeling, if you're feeling cold or in general something, it could be tangible or not. For example, let me just put another example when talking about something tangible, something you can feel. Okay, Siente la tela. Es muy suave. Okay? Siente la tela. Es muy suave. This means similar to saying touch or feel the fabric. Okay? It's very soft. Okay? Siente is a command. Okay? That's a command and it means touch or feel. Okay? When talking about something tangible. Siente, touch. La tela, the fabric or cloth. Tela means more fabric than cloth. La tela, feminine noun, the fabric, okay? Es, you don't need, in Spanish, we don't have it. It's different in English and in Spanish how it works. But it in Spanish, it can be lo, la, eso, ello, ella. So it's a very peculiar thing. So technically, we don't have just one word for it in Spanish, but usually you use the conjugation for él and ella, he and she, okay? So ella es, él es, eso es, or just es, okay? Es means it's, muy, very. Do you remember I told you about mucho and muy? Well, in this situation, we have a adjective. We don't have a noun, okay? So, es muy suave. Suave. I've heard some English speakers using this a lot. Suave. Suave means soft, okay? Suave. Soft. So now we're talking about something tangible, the fabric, okay? You're touching or someone's telling you, hey, touch, feel the fabric. It's so soft. It's very soft, okay? So sentir is very, very good if you want to talk about feelings, the weather, how you're feeling, if you're feeling cold, warm, and so on, or when touching something, feeling something tangible. Okay, excellent. That is like pretty much the basics of the verb sentir. Okay, that's the basics.